Right now, there are major concerns from the Utah cosmetology industry over a bill working its way through our legislative session. It would allow people to work on hair without a license and without any education in hair care. Senate Bill 87 would allow anybody to shampoo, condition, and style with hot tools without training. Cosmetologists protested that bill this weekend at Washington Square in Salt Lake City, calling on lawmakers to vote no. Joining me this morning, Devin Johnson, one of the organizers of that protest and a cosmetologist in Salt Lake City. Good morning, Devin. We appreciate your time.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Can we really start with the basics here? Why is this bill so problematic for you?
Well, the reason that I believe that this bill is problematic is I think that there's a lot of misconception about what goes on in our industry and the education that we receive in school. Yes, we learn technical training, of course, but we also learn extensive knowledge in human biology and chemistry and trichology and infectious disease control. And these are really the factors that are going to play a part in this bill passing. We're not going to have that training of those individuals working in this industry on the general public.
Right. Interesting. So can we walk through a little bit more of that education? Why is it 1,600 hours long? Well,
I don't know why it's 1,600 hours. When I started school, it was 2,000 hours. And I personally feel like 1,600 hours of completion really wasn't enough training for full cosmetology. I believe that we maybe needed a little bit more than that, even dive more extensive, just given the stakes of the industry and how important that it is.
Interesting. Okay. So on the other side of this argument, people say an education isn't necessary for shampooing. Requiring a license maybe only benefits hair schools. Do you have a response to that argument?
Well, I would beg to differ. I'm not affiliated with any hair school. I'm just a hairstylist. I just work full time at House of Flint Salon in Draper. So I don't have any affiliation with them, but I do know the impact that it'll have on the workforce of this industry. You know, it will incentivize companies and corporations to maybe underpay their workers or devalue them because they don't have the training necessary to do the job. And, you know, it will put a lot of pressure on salon owners and business owners to train their employees when that shouldn't have been a responsibility that they should have taken on.
Interesting. Okay, so you feel like if this passes, more training will fall on salon owners as opposed to educators.
Absolutely. Well, who's going to teach them? Who's going to teach them how to do it? YouTube? Right. I don't think so.
Exactly. Very interesting. Can you walk me through how a customer understands and knows that the provider they're going to, the cosmetologist they're going to, is licensed?
Right. Well, with this new bill, we've learned that you do have to hang a sign that says you're unlicensed. But what we know as professionals is the professionals know best. And you come to a professional for a reason. You come get a professional blowout in a professional establishment for a reason. You can wash and blow dry your hair at home if you want. But if you come into a business and expecting that service, you should be able to get someone that's trained in knowing what you need. So what I would say the general public is also human contact requires a license. We require a license for other industries that do have human contact. And in a global pandemic, it's really important to remember that we need professionals in the workplace that are trained on handling infectious disease. And we are trained. Our education is valuable.
Devin, thank you so much for your time. Can you tell me what's next for the movement? I understand you have another rally coming up.
Yes. So a coworker and I organized a rally last Sunday, and it was really successful. We got a lot of notice, and it was really inspiring to see a bunch of cosmetologists over the state come together for a common cause. So we've scheduled another one this Monday at noon, February 8th, and so also at Washington Square Park. So we will be there making our voices heard.
All right, I'm speaking with Devin Johnson, cosmetologist in Salt Lake City, on the argument against Senate Bill 87. Devin, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much.